Amici and Francis Lang called the Bickersons.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember them?
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. I'm Francis. Okay, I'm going to start by announcing that the Bickersons have retired for the night. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And Mrs. Bickerson lies tense and sleepless in the dark as her husband John does his nightly routine. Stop it, stop it, stop it!
What is it, Blanche? What is it? Turn over inside and go on.
John, there is not another woman in this world who'd put up with your snoring. I have sacrificed my youth, my good looks, to live with a man who rattles himself to sleep like a bag of old bones. You just got to stop it, John. What do you think I'm made of?
Old bones.
Come on. You just got to stop this.
Stop what?
All that awful snoring. Snoring.
Oh, it's just your imagination. I'm not snoring.
John Bickerson, how can you say that?
Listen, I don't snore. I never snore. I never...
John!
What?
What is the matter with you? Why can't you let me sleep?
What's the matter? What's the matter, Blanche? I'm trying to go to sleep.
Well, what about me? Hello? Okay. That's not for me? Okay. That's checking. I mean, Hollywood could call. We never know. All that snoring, you just gotta stop it, John. What about me? What am I to do? When you grind away like a buzzsaw, I never get any sleep at all.
You were fast asleep when I came home last night from lodge.
And what time did you come in?
I don't know. Put up lights.
You said you'd have one drink and you'd be home by 10.
Well, I had 10 drinks and I was home at 1. You knew where I was all the time.
I didn't know where you were, or I would have called you.
You knew exactly where I was. Why would you want to call me?
Well, that express man came by again, and he has that package for you, but it's from Kentucky, and there's a freight charge on it, and I didn't pay him.
Well, why didn't you pay him? I've been waiting for that package.
Well, what is it?
It's my dividend. I belong to the Bottle of the Month Club.
Well, I am sick and tired of the way your whole life is wrapped up in a bottle of bourbon. All you do is think about bourbon. Maybe you'd like me a whole lot better if I wore a label and put a cork in my mouth.
You don't need to wear the label, Blanche.
There you go again. Your subtle insults are always there. You're just always insulting me. When am I supposed to talk to you? You rush away in the morning and you come home at night when I'm sleeping. Sit up and talk to me, John.
I'm dead tired. I don't know what time I came home, but when I came, I was in the kitchen for over an hour.
I heard you puttering around in there. What were you doing?
I wasn't puttering. You asked me to fix the electric toaster and the curling iron. Well, I fixed them both.
Do they work?
They work fine, except that the toast comes around with a little permanent on it.
That doesn't surprise me. Well, did you turn off all the lights?
I turned off all the lights.
I hope you locked the back door. And the cat got out 3 times last week, so I hope you locked that door.
Cat won't get out tonight.
Where'd you put him?
In the bird cage.
John! In the bird cage? Well, where's the canary?
In the bird. I mean in the cat. Please, stop knocking yourself out about nothing. Happened to the canary's cat. The canary's okay, he's fast asleep, and the cat's in the oven.
Well, don't scare me like that. Are you sure all the animals are taken care of?
I'm sure.
Well, how about the fish bowl? Did you heat up the water for those little baby goldfish?
I heated the water, I gave Miss Pabloom, I burped them twice, I changed his diaper. Will you put off the lights and let me sleep?
Why are you always so cross and disagreeable all the time, John?
Because I'm exhausted.
That's not true. You'd rather stay out all night, carousing with your friends, your old roughneck friends. It just kills me that you're gone all the time, and it would just kill you to spend the whole night with me.
Oh, it doesn't kill me.
Well, it's a funny thing. I don't need anybody else. I'm always just satisfied to be with you, John.
Well, you're in better company than I am.
Keep it up, John. Just go ahead and keep it up. Never mind a word of compliment. You just sit at my table, you eat my meals, and complain about my cooking.
I never complain about your cooking.
Then why didn't you eat that pie I made tonight?
I did eat it. I ate every bit of it.
You didn't like it?
I couldn't chew it. The undercrust was like cardboard.
That pie didn't have an undercrust. I gave it to you on a paper plate.
Well, the plate tasted better than the pie. I don't like pie. Especially that orange marmalade broccoli dream cake you made.
I never know what to make for you. You've got the weirdest appetite of any man alive.
Sure, right, weird.
For 2 months running, you wouldn't eat anything but pig's knuckles. Pig's knuckles, pig's knuckles, pig's knuckles.
Well, what about it?
Just because you wanted pig knuckles, I had to cook my fingers to the bone. I cooked for you, I scrubbed for you, I sewed for you, and what thanks do I get?
Well, thanks.
Thanks? That's all the thanks I get? No love, no affection? How am I, if you were married to Louise Shaw, you know what you get for breakfast? A kiss. How would you like a kiss, John? How would you like for me to do nothing but give you a kiss for breakfast?
I would like that.
You would like that?
Yes.
Just a kiss for breakfast and no food?
Yes, send over Louise in the morning.
Oh, John. I just can't believe that you would be just that hard-hearted and just act like that. Well, I don't know what to do. Don't do me any favors anymore. I never let you kiss me again as long as you live. Not until you apologize for the way you act.
Apologize for what? What have I done?
It's what you haven't done, John. You haven't told me you love me for years. And I'm the only wife in the world for you.
You're the only wife in the world for me.
You're lying. Swear.
I swear I'm lying. No, I mean I'm not lying.
Well, that's no way to swear. Say it nicely.
You're the only wife in the world for me.
Really, John?
Really, I wouldn't have another wife like you for anything.
I wish I'd known more about you before we were married.
Oh, you knew everything.
I didn't know about that tattoo you have on your stomach. That's a real indication of a man's character. I wish I'd known about that one.
Now, wait a minute. I had that tattoo on my stomach when I was just a silly kid.
Well, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I mean, anybody with a hula girl on his stomach with a big dimple in her chin.
That dimple was there before she was. Don't go digging up my stomach at this time of night.
Well, why don't you just have that ugly picture removed?
Okay, I'll have it removed in the morning.
You say it, but you won't do it. Have it done now.
What?
Go on, get up, get rid
Are you out of your mind? It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning.
You'd get rid of her quick enough if you were married to Gloria Gooseby.
Oh, now don't start with Gloria Gooseby.
She'd holler plenty. She would, if you didn't do what she liked.
I always do what she likes, and she never...
Don't yell at me, John, I'm sick.
Sick?
Dr. Hershey told me that there was something the matter with my head.
You don't mean to say you paid a doctor for that.
You just go ahead and make fun of me all you like, but I know I won't last long.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
Are you really sick?
I am so sick I could just die. I think I'm poisoned. I've got the most awful indigestion. Call a doctor, John.
You don't need a doctor. I'll take care of you. Lie still and I'll fry you some radishes and some hot sauerkraut juice.
Radishes and hot sauerkraut juice?
Finest cure in the world for indigestion. Lie still.
John Bickerson, I don't want any of your insane remedies. You treat me for indigestion, I'd probably die of a little liver failure.
Listen, if I treat you for indigestion, you'll die of indigestion. Now, do you want me to help you or not?
Well, I'd feel a lot better if you just didn't scream at me all the time, and if you tell me that you love me.
Ah, you know I wasn't sick.
Tell me you love me, John.
I love you.
How much do you love me, John?
How much do you need?
Now, John, Easter Sunday's coming up pretty soon, just a few months away, and I haven't even got a new hat.
What happened to the hat you got last Easter?
It's in the box on the dresser, but that hat's just all worn out.
Well, we're the box. You can't squander my money on Easter hats.
Please, John, just this once. I saw a wonderful hat, and it has a reversible rim. You can either turn it up or turn it down.
How much is it?
$60.
Turn it down.
Turn it down, turn it down. I turn down everything because you're always looking for bargains. When you married me, you didn't get any bargains. Oh, you know what I mean. You know, you only like the kind of woman who could pass up a mink coat to buy a cheap fur.
Well, what's wrong with buying a cheap fur?
Nothing. You want to see the one that I picked up the other day?
What?
It's a dyed rabbit choker, and it only costs $94, John.
$94 for a dead rabbit?
Don't go getting upset.
Blanche, how can you squander my money like that? I deny myself everything. Last week I had all my teeth pulled so I can save money on eating. I've been sewing collars on your old bloomers and wearing them for shirts. I haven't even got a pair of pants. Yesterday I hung a wish broom on your plaid skirt and went to work dressed as a Scotsman. And she spent $94 on a dead rabbit.
All right, I'll take it back. I never knew you could just be so mean.
Oh, take it back.
I wish my poor granddaddy was still alive. He'd never let you treat me like this.
All of a sudden, she's got a granddaddy. I never heard of you mention him before.
He was the best friend I ever had. I took his advice on everything.
Oh, yeah, everything.
He could have settled a lot of our problems. And I bet he'd make you let me keep that choker.
How do you know that?
I know, I just know. And when I get to heaven, I'm going to ask him.
And what if he isn't there?
Then you're going to have to ask him.
Then I